for a game with Lynn at quarterback, but also build this offense and the young guys for back to it.
Yeah, that's what the first part of the first 3 practices were. You know, we got good on good, got really good fastball stuff, and as we started to game plan for Virginia Tech, and we were able to get the younger guys in there and get a lot of reps. And today was the first day to really introduce Virginia Tech, and you know, they're a little bit different than obviously what we do. So it was good to get out there and just kind of see the new stuff that we're doing, see what works, what doesn't. And now we're back separated. So once we get down to the ball site, you know, they'll get a little bit more work too.
How different is it preparing? It takes, you know, when you got a month to prepare on both sides of the ball for a team.
Yeah, you know, you say you got a month, but you know, you're out on the road recruiting those first 2 weeks, so you really, you know, you're in your hotel room or whatever, and you're looking over it. But you know, when you get back, it's fast and furious because you get off the road after 2 weeks. Then you've got recruiting weekend, and you guys on campus for junior day, and you're practicing. So you know, we're kind of getting into a game week mode now. So now it's, you know, that's what we're doing during the day and the evening, and trying to make it like a normal week. So when we leave here on Monday, you know, we've already had a couple 1st and 10 practices, a couple 3rd down and red zone practices, and then Monday we'll be clean it up, make sure and find out what we want. So when we get there, it's just fine tuned.
It's probably nice to be done with some of that recruiting stuff, or the majority of that recruiting stuff now, so you can focus on this bowl game.
It really is, you know, but you know, you got to go right to the 21s and 22s. So, you know, there's really no slowing down. So the evaluation process never ends, and so we're making sure now that guys have their 21 tapes, they're done, and now they've finished their junior years. Now you can go back and reevaluate guys that you might have been on the fringe. You know, you re-evaluate them, and all of a sudden, you know, you can see the difference. And so that's what we're doing now as well. You know, I think up front, I think we really hit a home run. I think those guys that we got are big. I think they're athletic. I love the length of everybody. I think we filled our needs at the Pratt line guard position. The receiver spot, you know, for those guys to stick with us and be loyal. I think we got some really explosive players. We see where we're going and who we recruited, our quarterbacks. We got that solidified. You know, running backs, love Juton. He's explosive. So I think we got our needs, and that's the biggest thing when you go through a recruiting class.
When you able to point to what the O-line did this year, when they're put in the spot where they have to basically line up and just go up against 9 guys, 8 guys in the box every time, and it's seeing what you did this year and selling it to those guys that are coming in.
Yeah, it's, you know what, they saw what we did in last spring, and they saw what we did our first 2 games. You know, in our first 2 games we had 8 guys, different guys touch the ball. So, you know, we were running a normal offense, and, you know, I would say this is not a normal offense. It's multiple now. You know, they believe in what we're doing, and they've seen it, and they love Kentucky, and that's why we love the loyalty. I think this is a tight-knit group, this class, and maybe as tight as I've ever seen, and they stuck together.
Speaking of kind of a non-normal offense, will we see other wrinkles that we haven't seen so far this year in this bowl game?
Absolutely, and that's the one thing. You know, we had two bye weeks during the season that really benefited us to kind of experiment with this. So we're going to have some stuff that they haven't seen, and vice versa. You know, Bud Foster is as good as there is in the country. I mean, the guy's, he's the real deal. You know, he'll have great run fits. He'll have them ready to go. They'll be spitting snot bubbles, and we'll have to match the intensity. And you know, we're going to have to be explosive. You know, and I'm excited about different formations, different personnel, and different plays. Whether or not they work or not, you know, that's what we're doing now. We're trying to find out full speed if it's something that we can do, or we'll trim it down between now and the 26th, and then hopefully have a game plan to go out and execute.
What are your current offensive linemen do you feel good about as you look to replace Logan and Mason this spring?
Well, I think, you know, you got Nasir that's coming back that I think is really getting better and maturing. You've got you know, I think kind of not the unsung hero, but Fortner. I think he's been solid as all get out for us. You know, you don't talk about him a lot, but because we got other guys that are really good. But I think I'm excited to see what he does as he comes back, and he's solidified that position. And you know, you got Drake back, so at the quarterback position there, you know, you're in great shape. But I think Quentin Wilson is another guy that is really, he's improving and he runs the thing. You look at him every Tuesday, you just don't seem like you're missing. Drake had to take a graduate exam last week. He went with the ones the whole time, and he's going against Quentin. And, you know, we really didn't, you know, notice a ton, just in terms of the missed assignments. And you're going to get beat once in a while by Quentin, but it was good to see. And for those guys, young guys, to get reps like that, you know, Logan's taking reps, but, you know, we're getting out of there as quick as we can. And to get those other guys in there to get reps.
How much can Quentin play guard too, if you needed to, or have you started cross-training?
He has been cross-trained, absolutely. So he's a guy that can definitely go at that position in a heartbeat, either way.
What do you see from the Virginia Tech defense? What look like the strengths of that defense to you?
You know, they're very quick. They penetrate. So, you know, they might not be as big, but, man, they hold their gaps well. And I think they do a good job up front, being in their gaps, to try to allow their linebackers to be free. And, you know, their leading tackler, and you look at number 23 and 22, you know, their nickel Sam and their inside backer. Those two guys are all over the place. You know, one leads in sacks, one leads in tackle for losses, the other guy's second in tackle for losses. So, you know, they're getting it. It's going to be tough to run on the edge, and they do some things that cause some problems. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
In this game, I mean, as an offensive coordinator, do you ever look at yourself as a kind of a matchup with the defensive coordinator and Bud Foster in particular this time around? Is it kind of like a challenge in some ways, and he'll certainly be motivated to finish it out for himself?
He will. They will. They're going to, you know, they're going to want to stop the run, just like everybody. And that's a cliche that happens every week. You know, you got to stop the run on defense, and you got to run the ball on offense. If you do that, you got a chance to win. Ours has just been a little bit more run heavy. You know, but I faced Bud before. Great matchup in a military bowl when I was in Cincinnati, and we lost our quarterback, and we put a receiver back there, and it wasn't very fun. So we did not have this plan. So I would not suggest that against anybody against that guy.
What's on your Christmas list?
My Christmas list. A bowl victory. Everybody healthy.
Everybody good?